Yo, what's up guys? You got Nandra here. Welcome to another video. So for this video, I'm going to be playing, this is going to be the concept games from the Dachimera deck. Now obviously, for the two games I played, this is one in a private match, and I didn't really tell the person anything. I just kind of like, okay, well, let's go like do it for a private match or whatever. I pretty much told them that they can play whatever they want. Although maybe I should have like specified for like specific things. Just this way, I give you guys a better idea of how it fares versus like say commonly seen things. So if you haven't seen the deck list, here it is again. Go ahead and check out my intro to building it, which I'll go ahead and leave a description, which I'll go ahead and leave a link for in the description. So I have two games to show to you guys. Now, the Shadowcraft game is not nearly as important as say the Bloodcraft game, but I'm still gonna share the Shadowcraft game as well. Just this way, I'm not gonna like leave you guys hanging with just like one game, because like one game will usually not tell you that much. So this is versus my boy Rias. So shout outs to him for being a good sport and like let me like go ahead and like show these games. Now, he, like many other people, I've been tilting me because like they well, I say tilting, but it's all done like good fun or whatever. But everyone knows I really want Python. And so, I never pull Python, but literally all of my friends pull Python. And so when we like booted up these games, he specifically had used the Python emblem specifically to tilt me. I was like, damn, like just trying to get that psychological damage. Alright, so for this first game, he's using an anti-aggro Shadowcraft deck, which works just because if you face a lot of aggro's for like aggro's for die swords, like literally if you play wards, you're not greedy, like you're gonna win. So I go and toss back everything, just because I believe I was going first. Maybe I was going second. No, I was going second. So I really want to get a 2-drop. I pick up the Craig. Craig is amazing. I also pick up a staircase as well, so this way I can start getting boosts. So here he plays Skull Beast. I'm like, okay, cool. He's not Nep. This is great. I'm gonna play the staircase. So I have a lot of creatures in my hand, so my staircase should be popping relatively quickly. Here he plays up Bellinus. Like, okay, well, Bellinus is kind of annoying. I go and play out Craig. I'll have Craig boost the Emilu, so next turn Emilu is 1 mana. If it comes down to it, I can go ahead and play out the Emilu, but I really don't want to. But when it goes Zombie Party on this board, it means I probably have to. But thankfully, I pick up the Craig, so I'm just gonna play out the Craig, and I go and play out the Emilu as well. I do this specifically because this way, if he wants to go Bellinus, he has to go ahead and like bump into the. Alright, so he has a few options here. He can go ahead and bump the Bellinus into the Clark. If he does that, then there's a 50-50 chance that they'll hit the Clark, killing it. If it hits the Emilu, that's still good for him too, because they can go ahead and like trade into that as well. Now, worst case scenario for me is if he plays Catacombs here. If he plays Catacombs, I'm going to be in a very awkward spot. I'm just going to need to just accept I'm just going to be going face the rest of the game. But here he plays that Foul Tempest. I was like, what face? No. Like, and of course it was here that I realized that he was playing an anti-aggro list. Now, this play is good, but it's bad too. I think I would just play out creatures here if possible. But here I get to go Levi. I go ahead and evolve the Levi, get the Crimson Sorcery, go ahead and trade. Now I'm gonna keep the Levi and everything else in my hand as it is, because next turn he has to clear this. So he has to clear this and give me 3 cards. I'll draw another card for my turn, and this will be nice. So I pick up a Daria and a Mr. Heinlein, which is amazing. So here I'm just gonna go ahead. I'm just gonna evolve. I'm gonna go ahead and trade in. I'm gonna go ahead and keep the Fireball in my hand, I believe, just because I don't know when it is I want a Daria, but it will most likely definitely not be next turn. I go ahead and boost the Emilu. I boost the Emilu on instead of the Daria because I know that next turn I'm playing Mr. Heinlein. But here he goes Saber Altar, evolves, and then take the 50-50 gamble. I mean, the 50-50 gamble is pretty safe, just because if you win it, like, you're in a great spot. he wins the 50-50. I'm like, damn. But here I go Mr. Heinlein. So now, because I just drew the Dachimera, there's a chance that I might not play this Daria now because I don't need to just yet. But because I have the Mystic Ring, I know that next turn I'm playing out the Daria. I'm also going to drop my entire hand as well, and this will be nice. So here he plays at Unica, into Soul Squasher, has to evolve because he doesn't have shadows. But this is fine, because now we're both out of Evos. However, as you can see, he's out of cards in hand. I'm about to draw like 7, 8 plus something cards or something like that. I'm just, I'm about to have a field day. So here, I'm just going to go Fate's Hand first. I pick up another Daria. I go Mystic Ring back that Daria. To pick up a Staircase, I go ahead and trade into Ogler, into Staircase, and then pass. I don't need to play anything just yet. I know that I want to go ahead and Mystic Ring away this Daria next turn, and I mean, technically, I could have done all of that this turn, but I decided that because it was kind of close, that I didn't actually have to do it, just because I have a 10 damage Giant Chimera in my hand. I also have 2 burn spells as well. That's a lot of damage. But then when he played the Goblin Mount Demon, I was like, damn. So here, I'm just gonna go ahead and burn his face. I'm not going to use the burn spells on the Goblin Mount Demon because I don't need to. Like, I have a Giant Chimera coming up next turn. Like, I also know he can't actually clear this either. So here, I'm going to play out the Ogler. So if you can't tell, the ultimate plan is to play out Dachimera first for a whopping 12 damage, then play the Daria afterwards to refill my hand. I'm only going to lose 2 cards in the process, but this is fine because I'm getting 3 cards from the Staircase, so that will pop right afterwards. Here he goes and trade. That's fine. Like, if he didn't make the trade, he was going to eat a boatload of damage, so it was good on him to make the trade. But here, I go ahead and go Giant Chimera. And like he literally just typed, wait, you have Giant Chimera? And then I played the Daria too. He wasn't expecting the Daria. He's like, wait, there's Daria in this deck too? I'm like, yes there is. Alright, and I pick up the Fate's Hand, as well as a Golem Assault. So now I just have cards for days. I also still have double Daria left in my deck. He has 3 creatures he needs to kill. But here he goes Ektar. I'm like, okay, well this is not pre-nerf Ektar, so into Soul Convert. Yeah, that's right. He just had to Soul Convert his Ektar in order to try to find a way to stay alive this turn. But he does pick up the Zombie Party, so this is great for him. So he is alive at 2. But like the damage is like short of him having Bahamut, there's no way he can come back. But here I pick up Mount Heinlein. Or sorry, Mr. Heinlein, I'm sorry. Yeah. Mr. Heinlein, I go ahead and go face, and he's dead. Now the big part about this game is just, knowing that I wanted to hold on to the Giant Chimera for as long as possible because I'd already had it, and because I already knew that was going to be in a decent spot because he was running out of cards. Like at some point he has to go ahead and lose tempo to draw cards, and on those turns I'm going to get him. Like if he had a board or something like that, that would have forced me to be scared of Ektar, but I didn't need to be. Like I was at a very, very healthy health total. And like after say turn 3, he never applied pressure on me again. So now for this next game, this game is a bit more dicey. You can say that I got lucky in a few spots, and I did, but overall it was just having the foresight to make good plays in the first place. Oh, also he somehow didn't see his didn't find his Caraboss, because yes, he is in fact Carabats. Alright, so I'm going first, which is very, very good for me, just because when I see that he's on blood, I already knew for a fact immediately what he was playing, just because he and I are good friends. So here I get the Staircase. I also get Mystic Ring as well as Golem Assault. 2 of these are good, and 1 of these is bad. But I also need to find early game creatures and not this Ogler that's in my hand. Now obviously Thankfully, because of the Golem Assault will give me some spell boosts in order to play the Ogre at some point in time. But he's aggro. Like I'm gonna need to have a lot more than that, and very, very quickly if I don't want to die. So when he plays with the Ambling Wrath, I'm like, oh god, I'm gonna die. And so here I just gonna go Golem Assault. Now the Golem Assault is gonna get me two spell boosts. So essentially I paid 0 mana to do that. But here he plays up the Urias. I'm like, oh god, no. Like, so now this turn I need to dodge both Razor Claw as well as Hungering Horde. Ideally, I only want him to be able to play Razor Claw and have to give me 3 damage to clear off my unit. But if he has neither, then that means that I'm going to be fine. I'm going to win. Now here, you might be wondering why I chose the Mystic Ring here and stop playing out the Daria. I Mystic Ring here so this way I can keep getting spell boosts, because how I win this game is I need to be able to play out both of these units very, very quickly. So I'm gonna play out the Golem. Next turn, I wanted to be able to go Piercing Rune and Ogre, or Piercing Rune and ideally I wanted to have been able to go Piercing Rune plus like Ogre or something like that. But instead, I just have to go ahead and tempo out the Ogre. Now this is good, because this might incentivize him to want to trade, because the Ogre is very, very big. But here he plays that second Urias. I'm like, oh god, no, I died. Now here, he evolves the Bat. To be quite honest with you, I'm pretty sure that the correct Diva there is to evolve the Urias, because your Bat's more important if you are playing Vampiric Fortress. But like, man, I know he's not playing Vampiric Fortress, but you want to take a value trade there, I think. But I think he was trying to play around Piercing Rune, which is why he chose not to do that. But here, I pick up the Crag. Picking up the Crag was huge. Obviously, if I pick up the Clark, it's the same thing. But picking up the Crag was very, very huge, because now I can go ahead and like evolve, trade in. I trade in, so this way I take 1 less damage. I play the Piercing Rune. I play out the Blade Mage. I go ahead and trade. And now next turn, I'm going to draw 3 cards. I draw 3 cards because he's not going to let this live on the board like he can't. But here he plays out Scarlet, clears off my dude, and I'm getting 4 cards now. Again, like he's pressured to not want to let this live. Although I think there was a lot of merit in him just like evolving and going face, just because I'm probably going to want to make these trades. But here I pick up the Levi. Now the picking up the Levi was actually a godsend now, because now I can go ahead and just clear. I can full clear his board. So I play out the Clark here. To be quite honest with you, playing out the Clark was actually a mistake. The correct play is actually to play out the Crag. The reason you might be wondering, so you might be thinking, okay, well, Nandre, it's not very, very mana inefficient for you to do so. No, the reason why it's correct is because I know that most likely this staircase is popping this turn, because he probably has like another Scarlet in his hand. In which case, that means I'll pick up 4 more cards. And there's a chance that I can kind of spell boost three things at once. Yep. So he has the second Scarlet, like I predicted. Now, obviously, him having Kara, having Haribus would have been very, very good for him here. But if he plays it, he has to be very, very scared that this turn I can turn the corner, because I know that he only has 1 more Razor Claw. Sorry, he has 2 more Razor Claws off in his deck, but he doesn't know if I have Dance Death or not. If I have Dance Death and then he plays with the Kara, he's going to lose the game, because suddenly I can like race him again. But here I pick up my 4 cards, and look at that. I drew out I drew 3 different spell boost followers. So again, if I had in fact kept the Crag, I could have gone double Crag this turn. The double Crag would have given me a whopping 12 mana. Getting 12 mana for in exchange for spending out 6 mana is very, very strong. I still got a Crag anyway, and that kind of like reduced it, and it was pretty high rolly. But but you always want to, you know, play correctly when it's required of you. So here, I go ahead and boost the Daria. To be honest, I actually should have boosted the Craig, or sorry, I actually should have boosted the Ogler instead, because this way I can play out the Ogler as well, just because right now, what matters is I have multiple creatures in play. But I wasn't actually thinking about it at the time, because I'm a very, very bad player, and because I was under a lot of mental pressure. But here, he drops his hand, I'm like, okay, cool, none of these are burn spells, I can deal with this now. When I top deck this Mr. Heinlein, that actually just like sealed the game just straight up. Just because now I have a ward, I can play 4-mana Daria, and I control the board now. I control the board. He can't ever get it back, and he needs a lot of burn damage to kill me. While I'm just like cracking him in the face with a lot of creatures. Oh, I still have another Mr. Heinlein in my deck, as well as another Golem Assault. So if I pick up either one of those, I just win. But here, instead, I pick up the Dachimera. I'm made sad. I mean, yeah, I technically could have cast it, but I want the 4 cards. I get the Golem Assault. I get to play the Golem Assault, and I also get to play out a Blade Mage as well. I'm gonna go ahead and take the value trade. Or no, I lied. I actually just went face. I went face. I mean, like, there's no real difference between me taking the value trade or not taking the value trade, just because like it ends up being the exact same way either way, I believe. Man, so now he's just dead. Alright, so the big thing about this game was just, you know, was that I decided that one picked up a creature that could evolve. 2, that I picked up a creature that could not only evolve, but also could give me a spell boost on the Blade Mage that one turn. That I was willing to just, you know, play up the Golem Assault for just like tempo, instead of like playing for value. Just because like if you play for value versus aggro, you're going to die. You're going to die because you made greedy mistakes and you got rightly punished. And just, you know, deciding what it was I was gonna do like next, like, because like he actually did tell me later that he is playing Staircases in his deck, and like he got no Staircases. I got 2 Staircases plus double Daria. That was pretty good. But yeah, so this is how you play the deck. I mean, obviously, like this is how you play the deck versus aggro. I'll probably try to like play some versus PDK later. I don't know when I'm gonna do that, just because I do have things to do today. But at any rate, if you enjoyed the video, go and leave a like, go and hit the subscribe button. Let me know what you thought of the games. Let me know what you think of Daria as well in the current meta game. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you.